Hello everyone. Today we have a question on my profile that says, "Hey Game Titan, this is from Rapid Meme King. I need help with something. I'm working on translating the number to letters after you write message. Whenever I say 0809 that says hi, it says H0I. Can you look into the code and give suggestions?" And there's a project here. And I haven't looked at this project yet, so I don't actually know if this is going to work out and be helpful, but I figured I would give it a shot. So this is the project. It is a chat program. Let me play around with it for a little bit to I assume I'm supposed to pick this one and say start username numbers only. Alright, I guess my username is 101010. Alright, that's my username, H0I. Check out more on my account and YouTube channel. You can check out Rapid Meme King's profile here. You can see his username. And he has a YouTube channel too, so go check that out. So, what's going on here? I am not sure. Alright, New, what do you want to say? Here, let me try typing hi. Oh, something's happening. F10. Sorry, I'm a little bit unsure what is supposed to be happening, but there's a countdown here. Let's see if we can figure this out. So in here, let's make this smaller so we can see these sprites. Hello everyone, thanks for joining. Lag, let's see, is there any code in here? No code. Thumbnail. Since this is not the actual copy of it, I'm gonna get rid of stuff that I think is not, sorry, I love the mouse pointer, not relevant, so you don't need that. This thing doesn't seem to do anything. Hopefully I don't delete the actual chat button. This is part of the menu. Start, don't need that. I'm doing a question. This is answering Fahad25 on chat. I got a question on my profile here, and I did see your messages too, so it would actually help me out. I have a studio for questions, and questions are starting to come at me from all kinds of directions, so if everyone could centralize their questions in there, it'll help me keep track of whether or not I answered them, because if I don't answer them, it's not because I don't want to, it's probably just because I lost track. Oh, hi 10k, thanks for joining. Alright, so we have here, we have a drop down, and does that do anything? That, oh, this might do something. Alright, you need to figure out how to get this to, you want to say something. So this code's probably in the new button. Let's say like hi. Where is this new button? New button. New button? Maybe it's this one? Yeah, that's the one. So, let's see what's in here. We have when flag clicked. They're doing something forever. Let's make this smaller again so we can see what's going on. We're saying if we click on it, and backdrop is number 2, so there's a bunch of backdrops. Wait, there's only one backdrop. I guess there's only one backdrop. Backdrop number is 2, and not, oh, there's all kinds of stuff. So I guess my first suggestion would be blank sprite is for making the sprite game run more smoother. Is that the one I deleted? I'd be curious to find out more about that. Hi Joseph. No bad words, I see. What do you want to say? I guess these are the numeric codes for a bunch of bad words, and I think what this is doing. So I guess my first advice to you, Rapid Meme King, is to try to reduce the amount of code that you have, and just get some some code working that does the translations back and forth, you have a bunch of other things that are probably making it slower to test. Like you probably just want to create a new project that all it does is convert back and forth between numbers and letters and literally nothing else, and just get like two functions, like create two of these my blocks that just converts letters into numbers and then numbers back into letters, and get those working, and then put them in your backpack and then drag them into this project, because then you know those pieces of code will already be working and you don't have to try to like click through all these other things while you're trying to test. But let me see if I can quickly try to figure out where your code is. So this thing here might be the history. Let's turn history on and see if that matches what we're seeing over here. So history is, hold on, let me just try something. This window feels a little bit smaller. Nope, same size. Oh, I know what it is. There's bookmarks bar on, that's why I can't see things. So where is history? Is that a global? It is a global. Okay, so here's history. Here is history, and then that's a bunch of things in the list. So when you click this new button, then here, let me stop this. Oh no, since I deleted all the sprites, I can't get back in. Let me reload the whole thing. Thank you very much, 10K. That's very kind. When you delete the, let's see if this still works. Real-time chat start, username, and let's see if we can figure out what this thing. Stop. Oops. Yeah, I would get rid of all these things first, because this makes your testing process really slow. You have to keep clicking through those over and over again. So here, this guy's saying something. Let's go. Right. So here, say an admin. Am I missing the say block? Because none of these actually say an admin said. Oh, here it is. Say message for 1 second. So message 1 is a translated message. And translated message is, where's that coming from? F10. That's when message is sent. Don't know in Scratch what the best way is to search for when this is broadcast. But oh, we can't rename these, can we? That's going to try to make it much longer. Let's just guess that it's being sent inside of this new button here. New button here. So this is the translated message. Okay, here is where the translated message is being set. Among Us game in Scratch. Well, I think the number one step to making an Among Us game in Scratch would be to have the chat going. So this project actually could be a good first step. You could have you know, even though it's not okay by the scratch rules to have a chat where people can literally say anything. At least what I've seen in a bunch of Among Us games are that the chats are all pretty predictable. Like people are just saying red is sus over and over again, or I was in so and so. And so you could have a list of all of those messages that you would expect and let people chat that way. So here is a translated message. Let's see what this code is doing. I'm gonna hit stop to get my computer to hopefully speed up a little bit. Oh, this is a lot of code here. It's a very long function. All right, so all of this is taking OG message, OG message, which is a cloud variable, which is interesting. OG message 0615. Is that what I typed? Let's see. 1 2 3 4. It's gonna be 314159. And oh my OG message. I can't see it anymore. There it is. And I'll type something longer this time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then if OG message is 14 digits long, did that work? Oh, okay. So this is actually what I typed. And then you're looking at these letters. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. So you're saying the OG message is up to this many characters long. This many, 20 characters long. Okay, so we're getting a bunch of letters and we're joining them together back in the same order. Wait, what's translated message? Is translated message just the copy of OG message? And it's showing up. Oh, there we go. F10. No, not quite. If number. Oh, because it's a function. Translate number letter 1. I am not totally sure what this is trying to do, so I have to try to find where this function is called. Where is this translate function being called? Alright, I'm sure there's a way to make these translate blocks smaller. Oh, here, letter. Okay, so there's a letter 2 copy and a letter 1 copy of the same function. Or probably, it looks like the same function. And so there must be getting called. Here we go. It's saying translate letter 1 and letter 2 of OG message. Letter 1, and then translate letter. So one thing I would suggest here actually is you're using, I think, if I'm understanding this correctly, you're using the word letter to refer to both the original letters, like that's usually called the plain text of OG message, and I think you're also using letter to refer to the translated message, which is like your coded text. And if it were me, that would be very confusing for me. The reason I'm guessing that is because you say letter 1 over here, but it's actually referring to 2 letters of the original message. So I would pick a different word for this thing. Maybe you could say like code character 1 or something like that, and code character 2, if I'm understanding what you're going for here correctly. No, the point of this game, I think, is to be a chat. And I think that what's going on, I'm trying to understand it, is that you type a message in this new text and then it translates it into something that will be stored in a cloud variable. Hi, Thorzart. Thanks for joining. translate it. So here, these translate blocks are copying things into translated message, and then that goes into history. So actually don't know why my message didn't get added here. So if history is supposed to store, just for people who are joining, I'm answering a question that got posted on my Scratch profile, and I guess recording my screen and clicking on Chrome tabs is too much for my computer to handle. Anyway, I had a question on my Scratch profile, so I'm trying to understand the code, because the person asked for, it was Rapid Meme King asked for if I had any advice. So I can't tell yet if this history is supposed to just be the messages, or if they're supposed to be converted into numbers. I think they're supposed to be converted into numbers. So I think what you're going for here is to take OG message and convert it into numbers in translated message, and then you're going to put that in the history. And then I suspect your plan is to then take the history list and copy that into a cloud variable, because it is possible, if you have a history with a bunch of digits in it, that you can just assign that into a cloud variable, and all the different elements of the list get appended to each other and stored in the cloud variable. So what I would say here is, if you want translated message to be a copy of OG message, you don't need, I don't think you need two separate functions here. You can make a block that's going to say, what's it going to be? So the input, I mean, I would take OG message as the input so that the block is more reusable. Like if you just refer to OG message in the block code directly, then the only thing that block can ever do is read from OG message. But if you pass in OG message as a parameter, then you can reuse the block to code any string that you want, whether or not it's in this cloud variable or something else. And then the output's going to be in translated message. So that, unfortunately, Scratch can't return things out of blocks. This is going to be like translate, and then the input's going to be your plain text message. And you'll probably want to take every... Actually, still don't quite understand what you're going for here, because why would you take two letters at a time? Maybe you're trying to have this go the other way. Like maybe you're intending that you type characters in like that, and it translates it into... I think I finally understand your question. Okay, so this one, you're trying to translate numeric codes into plain text. I get it now. See you later. So you're saying if the number is... Okay, so this is not actually a number, it's just two digits in a row, and then your... I don't understand why you have all of this other code in here, actually, because isn't it the case that if you have 0, 0, then I assume what you want is that that's a space. So why would you have all these joins? That is what I'm not understanding. So what I typed in was 0606, so that should be a F and a F, but instead... Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, so you don't want You don't want to join. You don't want to join OG. I think. I think what you're going for is. Yes, thanks for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I think what you want is not to join this with OG message. I think you want to join it with translated message. So let's try to like get rid of all this stuff. And I don't know what order this is happening in. It's probably. I mean, I would imagine. I'd imagine the F would actually go afterward, and what you would do is say, take the translated message here and then join the F at the end of the translated message. That is my guess. So now if we say like 0606, then that's still F0F because I think we need to do this to your other function. But what I would do probably, if I'm understanding what you're trying to do here correctly, is change all the code to look like this, and then you have another. Wait, so which one is this? This is letter 1. So actually, you don't even need the letter 2 function. I don't think. I think you can just use the letter 1 function twice. Let me try doing that. And hopefully I'm understanding what you're trying to do here. So we'll pull in this letter 1 function over here, and then we'll move this guy up here. Get rid of this entirely. I don't think you need that, if I understand right, because this one will do letter 1 and letter 2, this one will do letter 3 and letter 4, so let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in my new we'll say 0606, and then here in your history, hopefully, see what's going on. Let me turn on those variables again. That's 0606, and then that's interesting. F0 FFF 1, 2, 3, 4. There must be some other code in here that I didn't see. Hey, thanks for joining my Discord server. Yeah, everyone who's here, if you want to join the Discord server to chat when there's not a YouTube video going on, the link for that should be in the description for the video. Let's see. So if number equals all these things. There must be some other code that's touching translated message that's not in here, I think. Although I guess the way to tell that for sure, let's just get rid of the rest of this. It's always easier to figure out what's going on with when there's less code involved. Clean up code. Yes, everyone, please check out 10K. He is a great supporter, so thank you very much. And also check out Fahad25. Maybe you guys can leave comments in the comment section so that people know where your links are. 0. Alright, so type a new message here, 0606, and we're not clearing out the translated message, so we need to do that somewhere. We don't want to do that in here because then it'll clear out it'll clear out every letter along the way. So I think here, before you call this function, what it would actually do is combine these into a single function, and then you can clear translated message at the beginning of that rather than doing it outside. But just to prove to myself that this is actually doing what I'm expecting, we'll set translate message here to the empty string, and hopefully this will work. 0606, and that is FF, and that hopefully, if I'm seeing it right, will go here. So I think you don't need, I guess to sum up, to answer the question, we can go back to the original question for people who are joined in the middle. The original question was, whenever I say 0809, it says H0I, and I think that the answer is you don't need both of these translate blocks, you just need one. You can probably convert this into a loop where you have a variable that starts at 1, and then every time through it adds 2 until it gets to the end, and then you just call translate over and over again to take 2 of your digits from your chat message and convert it into 1 letter. And then rather than referring to OG message inside of the translate function, just keep appending more stuff to the translated message variable. And then that should hopefully do it. So let's actually try the original. Oh, it's not going to work because I deleted all the code, but here hopefully, as many 06s, as long as you want to type the letter F, you can type as many of them as you want. And that didn't work because this is not a loop. So as long as you want to type exactly 2 Fs, this code will now work without adding an extra 0 in it. Thanks everyone for joining, who joined the stream, and follow Rapid Meme King YT on Scratch, and if you go look at this project, there's a bunch of other Twitter and YouTube links, and Rapid Meme King, if you want to put your links in the comments too, that's fine, so that people can find you. If this video was helpful to anyone, please like it with the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.